So when we're discussing how we're going to set up a project, obviously one big area is, well, what are the responsibilities of the customer and what are the things that babelforce owns? And does that vary? And the thing is, it's different in every project. And so we like to think of that as a collaboration, and we will try to meet you where you're at. So sometimes you'll be lacking resource, and you won't have enough people, or you'll need maybe special skill sets for handling some parts of a project. Maybe it's around telecommunications. You might have a complex infrastructure and complex telecommunications and network setup, then you might need more support from our side, from network engineers and from telecom specialists. Or you might have a lack of resource initially in a project around the concept phase, like how to integrate. How should the integration be set up? Maybe you don't have a team internally who understand in detail the APIs of your existing CRM or your existing ticketing system. And so you might need more assistance from our integration team, right, our customer success team that handle integrations. So what we're trying to do is to meet you where you're at and provide you with the expertise to fill in the gaps. Now, ultimately, of course, every contact center we deal with wants to be self-sufficient, and our model is to make you self-sufficient. So it's not important at all to us to sell professional services. It's like completely not what babelforce does. So we're only trying to arrange things in the project so we fill resourcing gaps, fill expertise gaps, but it ultimately make you self-sufficient. And the reason is that we're a platform where after you're set up, your own people, without any need for developers or DevOps or other expensive technical resources, can build whatever they want. So ultimately, you're going to want 2 or 3 members of your team to be able to build out new processes, and we're here to help you achieve that. So obviously, these projects in contact centers are complex, and you'll know that yourself. And so what we usually do is we have a kind of project plan structure that outlines exactly who's going to do what when. For example, we will generally have to take over quite a lot of the work of testing your end-to-end traffic, but we can't take it over all of it because around half the network is on your side of the fence. You have a contract with your internet service provider. It's your agent devices, your VPN setup, for example, or whatever it might be. It's different in every case. And so in that case, we form a collaborative team. We take on certain well-defined parts of that project, and you take on parts of it. But we basically work together until we have resolved any network issues and make sure you've got very high quality voice traffic. That's like the two together. Then there's other situations, for example, when you're deploying telephone numbers, where 95% of the work is on our side because we've got dedicated number management teams and people who deal with regulatory problems. And that's a very complex area. So I'll do a separate video on that. But that would be an example where it's like 95% babelforce and 5% on the customer side. And then in the concept and building out flows, yeah, so that depends on how you want to resource it. Some of our customers immediately want to get people involved and build themselves, and then they will only get training from us. Others want us to build the initial flows and then train people on the job as they go, and then they take over, and we kind of hand over the keys to the vehicle when we're finished. All of those models work, and then we define who has what responsibilities and who owns what during the project.